Hello, this is Stef. Today we're going to compile libSDL version 2. So libSDL is a library that is the bone which is behind ffplay. So I remember you that the last aim that we're going to take is to compile fmpeg that is able to also generate ffplay, and also with the codec we saw earlier, so H.264, H.265, libvpx. So we want to see this experiment of statically compiling all these libraries in order to generate this application that we can debug later. And so we are going to do this on Windows. In fact, you have, as you can see, Windows behind, and so we can get started. Okay, so first of all, before we get started compiling the library, we're going to check what is libSDL. So we take a browser window, libSDL, and there's a simple DirectMedia Layer, which is a layer which is between software, the one that we're going to develop, and the hardware. So it provides a so-called hardware abstraction layer. It manages video, audio, input devices, threads, shared object, networking, and timers. Also for 3D graphics, which we are not going to use. So you can handle OpenGL, Vulkan, Metal, or Direct3D 11. So this might be partially used. So you want to use the 3D libraries to have a bit of acceleration of what you're going to play back in your video. Because as we said before, this is the interface we're going to use from loading the file, then loading it, opening the video, and then showing it on the screen. So libSDL is the core of this managing between decoding all the frames and then displaying it on the screen. And also this deals with audio as well. Audio frames decoded and then played back. Okay, so we have also its own website. We have also possibility to download from here now. As soon as I'm recording this video, it is version 2.30.11. If you want, you can download it directly from here. Now we're going to see the process in detail. As we did all the other times, what we're going to do is to open the terminal with an x64 native tools command prompt for VS 2022. So I usually have it from here, so I open it directly from right down here. I'll open my, so I'll go to, then after we open this, that we has all the tools to compile the thing later, we are going to open the MSys2 shell. So we are going to see MSys64 and then MSys shell, MSys2 shell.cmd, and here we go with the shell ready to be used. The last one can be removed, and here we go. Big enough to be seen, I hope. Okay, and then we are going to the folder that we have. Here we have the folder we are going to, that is available under my dfmpeg _ build. And here we go. We are going to the sources folder because that's a usual step. We are going to sources, we build, and then everything will be transferred into the installed folder. And now the URL we need is the following, the one that we have here. And so as you can see, it comes from GitHub, but the repository we have to download is not this, so we don't have to download the main branch. We have to download the SDL2 branch. So the latest development version up to the day I'm recording is version 3, but what we want is version 2. So SDL2, this is the branch that we need to use, and we give the command directly into our git command. So here we have git clone, and this is the URL. Then we put a -b, then put this all uppercase, so SDL2 all uppercase. So this is the command. It's cloning it. Okay, so now we are ready to go on with the building of the library. So we can go a folder up and then into the build folder. We're going to create a folder called SDL, all uppercase, as the folder that we have. So just to check how is the name of the folder. It is SDL, all uppercase, but just to be sure, you can put the name of the folder. So we have the 3 previous that we did in the previous videos. So libvpx, x264 and x265. Now we have libsdl. So we're going to create another folder called SDL, and then we're going to go inside. Okay. Then what shall we do? We are ready to get directly the make command. In this case, as for libx265, we are using CMake. CMake in an easier way, so we don't have to tweak as we did for libx265. So CMake minus capital G. And here in this case, we got to take Visual Studio 17 2022, because that's the version that we're going to use. We are using, actually. -A is the target, that is for a 64-bit system. And then we're going to put some flags directly to CMake itself. So we have the CMake install prefix, and here we are going to put the directory where the install folder is. In this case, we are in a back build installed. There will be another folder with SDL. So we have double dot, got to go 2 levels up, then installed, and then SDL. On the other hand, we have other flags that we need to put, -d SDL static, which means we want the thing to be static, so we have to put an equal on, and DSDL underscore shared, we don't want it to be shared, so we're going to put this to off. So basically you enable one and disable the other. If you want the shared, you got to do the other way around. So we want everything statically. I know that maybe it's not the choice that is up to you, but we're going to do it this way just for the sake we're going to do later on after we compile everything. Okay, good. Now we got to tell where the configure is, so where the CMake files are. So we have to go 2 levels up, then sources, and then SDL. But everything is fine, so CMake, okay. Good. Then we can go. And now we get to wait until the first process is configured. Okay, so after the process has been done, we can start building it. So it is CMake again, --build. And this is the current folder where we're going to build. So we got to put the point. Point means current folder. Then we got to put the configuration. we are not going to debug so much about the libSDL. So I'm compiling to release here. If you want, you can put the debug. If you want the debug version of libSDL, we take the release, and then we take the target, and in this case, it's uninstall. And then we can go. Now it's going to generate everything for our compiling. Okay, and the process has finished. So just to check what we have in the folder, we can go to the installed folder that we have 2 levels up. And we have SDL, libvpx, x64 as before, but now we have the new one with SDL. Let's see SDL, what does it contain? And we have plenty of things. So in the bin, let's take a look what we have inside. So we have a DLL, then in the CMake, let's see what we have. We have the CMake files, and we have the include. Okay, SDL2. And here we have all the include files. Good. And then we have the lib where we should have, where we should have the static library. So all the lib files that we have here. So good. And also the pkg config that is useful for later. Good. Everything works as expected. Okay, so we finished with compiling the library. And so now we are going to the next step in the next video. So it's not job for today. We're going to see it in another moment. So if you follow up to this moment, thank you very much. And if you would like, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell to get notified about next videos I'll be releasing. And for now, thank you very much, and see you next time with other content regarding videos and multimedia, but also much, much, much more, hopefully. Ciao, ciao, ciao.